My name is Sarah. I am an outreach teacher for Small World Yoga. I teach in Big Picture High School, MLK High School, and also at the Edmondson Library branch. Great group of people at all those places. I'm missing you all. So I've got a 30-minute gentle flow for you all. So let's get started. We'll find a seat and just start to find your hips really heavy, rooted into your mat, floor, your bed, wherever you are. And the crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling, shoulders directly over your hips, hands in your lap. You can close your eyes if you want to, or just start to look down the nose. All right, and then come to your breath, starting to notice your inhales and your exhales. Maybe this is the first time today that you've really noticed your breath. With all the craziness happening all around us, this call to move indoors is also, to me at least, a call to move within. So this has really been a time for me to slow down and pay attention to things like breath. When maybe, when there's more distractions happening in your life, maybe you lose sight of those kinds of things. So as we sit here, start to deepen your breath, filling out through the belly, the chest, and pressing all the air out on your exhales. Do it 2 more times in your seat. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Fill up. Empty. And you can either leave your eyes closed or open them if they were closed. And just tuck your chin into your chest. All right, try to look down as far as you can. And then look forward. And down. Forward. And down. All right, so match this with your breath. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale as you look down. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Looking back forward again, now tip your right ear to your right shoulder. So now you're starting to feel that side stretch through the left part of your neck. And you can stay right here, really being aware of still sitting up really tall, so as you lean, you're not like completely leaning over. And if you'd like to increase the sensation, you can bring the right hand over the left ear, reaching the left hand down, just starting to deepen that sensation through the left side of your neck. And find your breath here. One more inhale. 1 more exhale. And slowly release, coming back through center. And we'll just switch sides. So now left ear to left shoulder. Again, taking care not to take the lean all the way through the body. Just tilt the head. And then if you want to, adding the left fingertips over the right ear, just adding like the tiniest bit of pressure there. And then further increasing the sensation by reaching the right arm down and out. Right, so I really feel this through the right side of my neck, the tops of my right shoulder even. Breath in and out. 2 more. Last one. Release, coming back. Now just shrug your shoulders up into your ears, like the biggest shrug you can do, and then let them fall. Good. 2 more times. press and squeeze your shoulders up, and then let them drop. One more time. Squeeze, 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 breathe in, and then just let them fall. Okay, right arm's gonna reach up and overhead. The right or the left hand can come down to the mat for support. And again, just like our neck tilt, you're not going to completely lean your whole body. You're gonna keep that right hip glued into your mat as you reach and stretch through the right side body. And then come back to breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, maybe you start to open the chest to the ceiling. One more time, stretch. And turn. And slowly coming back through center, the other side. Right hand down, left hand up, reaching up and overhead. Right, so at the same time that I'm reaching my left fingertips up and over, I'm pressing my left hip down into the floor. Getting really long. All right, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, start to turn the chest to the ceiling. That feels good. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And coming back through center. Good, and then reach both arms up and overhead as you breathe in. And then exhale, breathe out, arms come down. All right, so full range of motion, reach up, inhale. Exhale, reach all the way back down. All right, now listen up. This time, inhale, reach up. And then exhale, start to twist to the left. Left arm comes behind you. Right hand comes to the left knee, coming into a really gentle first twist. All right, so not forcing or jerking anything. Just really starting to gently open up through the chest and the spine. Still sitting up really tall. 2 rounds of breath here. Last one. Good, and then reach both arms up. And then we'll go to the other side. So now left hand on right knee, right hand behind. Still sitting up really tall and then starting to twist. All right, so I'm using my left hand as leverage, but I'm not jerking or forcing anything, right? So still sitting up really tall and starting to turn the chest to the right. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Good. Now reach both hands back up. This time bring the hands out in front of you and then just start to spider walk your hands out in front of you. Come into like the chillest forward fold of your life. Like just really easy. You might not even feel anything. Maybe you do. All right, and maybe you sway side to side. Right, so again, these are not our deepest poses yet. We're just starting that conversation with the hips, with the spine. All right, take one more breath here. Let's start to walk the hands back towards your hips. Find tabletop position. So it's going to be knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. You can kind of do a little check here. See how things are looking. My hands are about shoulders width apart. My knees about hips width apart. All right, we're going to start to move through our cat and cow. So inhale, look up, arch the spine. Inhale. And then round the spine, look in towards your belly button. Exhale. So inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Bonus points if you do sound effects. And meow. All right, 2 more times. One more time, deepest inhale. Deepest exhale. Good, and then come back to your neutral tabletop, right? And press your hands into your mat. So noticing if like you've kind of got your shoulders crunching up towards your ears and your neck, press the floor away, press your shoulders away from your ears.
And then have a nice flat spine, so you're not doing too much of this, too much of that, but just Goldilocks right in between. All right, and then we'll do a little bit of balancing. So you're gonna reach the right arm in front, and you can stay right here. This is great balance. Or if you wanna increase the challenge, stretch the left leg back behind you. Toes can touch on the floor, or you can lift the left toes off the floor. So I've got opposite arm and leg reaching up and forward, up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pressing out of the left hand, the left shoulder. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then come back to neutral. Take it back to child's pose just for a quick little break. Right, so hips over your heels. Knees can be wide or together, depending on what feels better for your hips. And just take a moment here. All right, and then back to tabletop. So setting up all over again, bring your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and then we're gonna switch sides. So now left arm is gonna reach forward. You can stay right here, or right leg stretches back, toes can be down or up, your choice. And we've got 3 slow, deep rounds of breath here. So inhale, exhale, 2 more. Stretch your left fingertips forward. Last one. Stretch your right foot back. And then release, let it go. One more time, come back to child's pose. Just finding some rest, some resetting. And then find downward facing dog. So from here, lift your hips, tuck your toes. Come to that upside down V. And then if any movements feel good to you here, take them. Pedaling the feet. Maybe lift a leg. And then really land the pose. So find some stillness. Keep a soft bend in your knees and press into the pads of your fingers. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Now lift your right leg and then come into a low lunge. So you can take a giant step with the right foot. Maybe you take a little half step and you kind of help the foot along with your hand. However you get there, lower the back knee. Back toes can be tucked or untucked depending on what feels better on that back knee. All right, so we're in our low lunge. And fingertips can be down. They can be up on the thigh. You can even reach them up. All right, so even if the fingertips are down on the mat, press your chest forward so you're not rounding through the upper spine. All right, 3 rounds of breath here. For 2. Last one. Good. Bring your hands down if they're not there already, and then send your hips back, starting to straighten through the right leg. Right toes are going to lift off of your mat. So this right leg does not have to straighten all the way. You find some point of straighter than your lunge, right? So it doesn't matter how straight that right leg is. And then coming back forward into your lunge, we're just going to find that back and forth, really slow, intentional movement from lunge to your half split. Right, and then match this with your breath. So inhale, stretch back. Exhale, come forward. Do that 3 more times following your breath. Really getting curious about your hips. Noticing if they're talking to you. One more pass through. And then pause in your low lunge
Bring your left hand flat onto your mat, and then reach your right arm up, coming into a twist. And again, you're pressing out of the left hand, pressing out of the left shoulder. Reach up tall like you could touch the ceiling or the sky. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist a little more. Good, 2 more. Last one. Bring the right hand down. And then take the right foot back. Come back to downward facing dog. Pedaling on the feet one more time, noticing if you feel a difference between one hip and the other. Good, and then come into your low lunge on the left side. So the left foot comes forward, however you want to get in there. Back toes, again, tucked or untucked, your choice. Back knee is down. And then you decide if you want your fingertips on the mat, hands up on your thigh, or reaching straight up to the ceiling. You've got 3 rounds of breath here. One more. And then bring the hands down to the mat. And then one more time, we're going to find straightening through the left leg, left toes reach up, back and forth. And match it with your breath. One more half split. One more low lunge. And then press your right palm into the mat. Reach your left fingertips up to the ceiling. Find your twist. So chest is facing your left knee. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Good. Left hand comes down. Left foot goes back. Downward facing dog. And one last time, starting to pedal through the feet. Again, notice if your hips feel any different. Good. And come to the knees. And sit back on your toes. So this is toes pose, a great stretch for the bottoms of your feet. And you can also check on the little pinky toes. Sometimes they kind of get forgotten. Still sitting nice and tall. We'll just be here for a couple breaths. One more. Come forward, find child's pose again. So feet together, knees apart, heels, hips over your heels. We're going to come into a little shoulder opener. So we're going to thread the needle. You're going to take your right arm underneath your left, coming to rest on the right shoulder, the right side of the head. If it feels good to stretch the left arm forward, do that. You can also reach the left arm back behind you. Take an inhale here. And an exhale. 2 more. Last one. And slowly undoing that half bind if you took it, reaching forward with the left hand, reaching forward with the right hand, and then we're just going to switch sides. So now threading the needle, left arm underneath the right, coming to rest on the left shoulder and the left side of your head. Choosing whether to reach the right fingertips forward or coming around the low back. 3 rounds of breath. After your third exhale, reaching both arms back to the top of your mat or your space. Good, and then come onto your back. So it doesn't matter how you get there. Coming onto the back, we're going to take a supine half pigeon. So you're going to cross the right foot over the left thigh, and you can stay right here. This is a really gentle hip opener. You can choose to stay here. If you want to start to deepen it, start to pick up the left leg, drawing the right leg in towards your chest. Both feet are flexed. You can lace your fingertips behind your left thigh, drawing it even closer. All right, so finding that point of deep sensation, deep stretching, but no pain, nothing sharp. And then find that slow, deep breath that we cultivated in the beginning. You can gently close your eyes again. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Slowly release, and we'll switch sides. So now crossing the left ankle over the right leg, and then choose your venture, right? So you can stay right here, you can pick up the right leg, you can bring the hands underneath the right thigh, drawing it closer. All right, so we flex our feet to protect our knees. And take 5 breaths here. Melt your shoulders into the mat. About 3 more breaths. After your third or your 5th exhale, release. Both feet planted into your mat, and then just really gently windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Just kind of resetting everything. Good. And coming back through center, stretch your left leg long, and then extend your right heel to the ceiling. So it doesn't matter like where your right leg ends up. If it's like not super straight, if it's super low, does not matter. Hold on wherever you can. All right, so right thigh, maybe you can reach the calf, the ankle, the toes, doesn't matter. Just flex the right foot. All right, so you're going wherever you can that allows you to find that deep sensation, that stretch in your right hamstring, but there's no pain, there's no sharp pulling. And so gently drawing the leg a little bit closer to your chest. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Really intentionally relax your shoulders, your neck. One more. Maybe you draw it a little closer. And then we're just going to switch legs. So right leg is down long, left leg reaches up. And then again, it's a different leg, a different side, a different experience. Just figure out where you can hold on. Take an inhale and an exhale. Pull your toes back towards your face. 2 more. Last one. Maybe pull it a little closer. Good. Release. Not that long. You can kind of shake them out if that feels good. Good. All right. Both knees draw back into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Those rock side to side. You can even lift your head and shoulders. Curl yourself into a tiny little ball. And then find a supine twist. So we're going to do it this way where we're just going to let both knees fall to one side. So just with legs bent, just let them fall to one side. Right, try to keep both shoulders on your mat. Take a breath in, and a breath out. And come back through center. And then just let your knees fall to the other side. Your arms can be out in a T. Your right hand, if you're off to the right, can rest on your legs. You can let your eyes close again. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And then one last time, both knees come back through center, hug them in. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more. Sigh out of your mouth. And find a final rest. So that could be legs out long, arms out long. You could find a blanket or a sweater. Right, now I'm going to sit up, but I'd like you to continue resting, lying down. Just come back to that really gentle, deep breath. Allowing your body to be still and heavy. Giving yourself permission to do absolutely nothing for the next couple minutes. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rock your chin from shoulder to shoulder. Stretch your arms overhead. Pull your knees into your chest. Roll off onto one side. Finding one last moment of stillness. Gratitude for this community, for your ability to find time and space and energy for your practice. And as you're ready, coming to a seat, just like we started. Bring your hands in front of your chest. And we'll share one big sigh together. So inhale. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And bring your thumbs to your forehead. The light within me sees and honors the light within each of you. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Great job. Thank you for tuning in. We will have lots more classes for you all to tune into on Zoom. We've got meditations on Instagram. Check out our YouTube for previously recorded classes like this one, and continue to check in with loved ones and take care of yourself. And we will see you back here soon. Have a good day.